All right, we're filming for Nairn as a Bairn and Facebook pages in Nairn. I'm with Chrissie Ellen, my mum. Hi, mum. And, well, it's winter and the nights are fair drawing in, eh?
Yeah.
So, this time of year, the celebrations are...
past winter's in.
Aye. The celebrations are Guy Fawkes and Halloween. Now, when you were a Bairn...
Yeah.
Can you remember which comes first? It's Halloween first, yeah.
Halloween was more important than anything.
Right.
Rather than a bag of clothes, we used to dress up.
You did?
Oh yes, I had to dress up and go down.
All right. So this is guising, of course. Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
And what would guising entail? The whole fam? Did you do this as a family, all the kids, and your mum come out with you?
No, just our friends.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what the rest of them did.
Right, okay.
But just our pals.
And so what would you dress up as?
Anything that was old. My
Okay.
father had plenty old clothes being a tailor.
Of course. Yeah, so your friends would go round to your place to get dressed up then?
No,
They got dressed themselves. So, okay, talk me through a typical... Did you have your set places that you would go guising?
No, we went to our friends.
Anywhere?
We went where we knew we would get
The goodies.
Or something.
Yeah.
Or it was we didn't get many apples. They were too dear.
Right. So you wouldn't duke for apples, and that was there games like that?
No, but I remember going to Stuart the Bobbies.
Uh-huh.
And the big shot and the police.
Yeah.
Miss Stewart, I knew her. She was a Sunday school teacher.
Okay.
And she had her sister. She brought up her sister's family because they died, 2 boys.
Yeah.
And they were both killed in the war.
So that's the first war, of course, eh?
No, last war.
All right, okay.
Nias was very friendly with the oldest one. He was a pilot.
Yeah.
Second one was an engineer, and he was killed as well.
Let's go back to when you were a Bairn and Halloween. What would you have a story or a song or a joke?
Perform.
Oh, you had to perform, yeah.
When you went to a house,
yeah.
If you knew them, you were taken in, and you had to perform.
Right.
Sing something.
Yeah. Yeah, and would you work that out beforehand with the kids, with your friends, or just everybody had to have a song themselves?
Yes, we all had to perform before we got nuts.
Nuts, and a big thing if you got an apple.
Yeah, money was a threepenny, sometimes a silver threepenny bit.
Okay. Okay. So how many? And now. Did you do lanterns, like making a tumpshy out of a turnip?
No, we didn't.
Right.
We didn't do that. We stole the turnips and ate them. Stole the neeps. The neeps.
So, while you were out as kids, and you would raid a field and get a turnip, and that'd be...
Yeah, we always said. Always tasted better.
I bet you. With Guy Fawkes, can you remember fireworks at that time of year?
Guy Fawkes was English.
Right.
We didn't. We knew about it.
Yeah.
But we didn't perform.
There was no celebration or fireworks or bonfires or anything.
Television, no.
No, that's right.
We had the radio.
Yeah.
We were lucky. Uncle Willie from Elgin was an engineer, telephone engineer. And he made up a wireless, and we had a wireless before anyone else.
Is that right?
And they used to come and listen.
So you'd have people come round to your house to listen to the wireless.
Terrace.
Can you remember any of the radio programs from that time?
I just remember the Scottish music. My mother was into that. She was a good singer.
Yeah, yeah. So there was music programs and stuff as well.
And I can remember Toppy Green had a taxi.
Mm-hmm.
They all had taxis, the Greens. The old man and the 2 sons.
Yeah.
And Toppy used to come and listen to the wireless on occasions if he wasn't working.
Yeah.
Toppy Green. He lived in Water Lane, next lane.
Why was he called Toppy?
I don't know. That was his nickname.
Everybody
Everyone in there had a nickname.
And of course, this time of year and an important part of your childhood, I would have thought, with Remembrance and Poppy Day for when you were kids.
In the guides.
Right.
You paraded.
Right. Okay. So
with the, not with the brownies, but with the guides.
Yeah.
Up to the War Memorial.
Yeah. So this would have been not just 10, 15 years after, maybe 20 years after the First World War.
Well,
when you were a Bairn.
The First World War was 14 to 18.
Yeah.
And it was after.
So when you were about 10 or so, you would have been parading in Remembrance.
18. I was born 1924.
Aye.
So that's it took 4 years after, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So
yeah. So yeah. And so would that have been a big thing? Did the whole town turn out for that?
We were aware of the war because of our mistress and the parade.
Our mistress.
Our mistress.
Our mistress. Yeah. And I'm just trying to get an idea of the scale of it. Would the whole town have turned out on Remembrance Sunday at the War Memorial? Ex-servicemen.
Usually the relations were on the outskirts of the War Memorial. The ex-service people were inside and laying the wreaths, and the families were outside,
observing and
across the road.
And the ceremony would have been the local dignitaries and the ex-service.
Sorry?
The ceremony would have just been the local dignitaries, the provost and everybody.
Oh yes, there was usually an important person.
A military person?
Maybe Lord Even or somebody like, or whoever was the councillor, what did they call it was in my day. What did they call them?
I'm reaching for it as well. I can't think. Somebody will tell us. I'll put this on the internet and somebody will know exactly what it is.
Well, it was usually a dignitary, well, a well-known local that led the parade.
Well, thanks, Mum. As I was saying, nights of fair drawing in. We'll have snow before we know it. And we'll be back with one of these probably at Christmas time, I would think. And until then.
Well, really, when I think of it, Halloween was a highlight. We always got a pressie at Christmas.
Yeah. But Halloween seemed more important than Christmas to the kids.
Well.
Or as important.
As important. Yeah. It was very important to us kids because we got dressed up.
And you got to look forward to it.
And we were allowed out late at night.
Well, there you go. Yeah. Excellent, Mum. Thank you.